The mining industry is at a crossroads. The world is growing around 3% a year, and we measure that in economic terms, but the mining industry's ability to provide raw materials to support that growth is under increasing pressure. In fact, we cannot supply the natural resources required to support the world's growth as it currently stands.
The idea for Kin Catalyst, the mining company of the future, started about 2 years ago, as we saw that the mining industry's impact on global prosperity was significant, both in the developing world and in the developed world. When we look at the mining system, it's really an ecosystem of a broad range of stakeholders, not only the mining companies, but communities, governments, local, federal, regional, the NGOs and other government agencies like USAID. The industry, that ecosystem, needs to come together much more collaboratively to deliver a much more holistic solution to countries to extract the resources and deliver the value across society that we know is possible.
I think the industry has, from time to time, been a collaborative industry, but I don't see that today. I see major corporations spending very little money on research and development, future-based technologies. In fact, the number I heard this morning from Peter Bryant was less than 0.2% of gross revenues actually goes to R&D expenditure across the industry, compared to 1.5% to 2% for the petroleum industry and up to 5% to 10% depending on competitive-based or more competitive-based industry. In very simple terms, the way things are going, we are not delivering on the demands of society. That is, we're not delivering natural resources sufficient or in sufficient quantities to support development across the globe.
When I look at the mining industry worldwide and I look at the demand for natural resources in countries, as well as the impacts, both positive and negative, the industry can have, there's nothing more exciting to me than bringing people together from within that industry and people from outside within the broader ecosystem to talk about what can we do together to serve the needs of humanity in a way that's going to be sustainable in the long run. One of the most rewarding parts for all of us has been bringing our students into the Kin. So, for instance, at the Kin Catalyst here in Brazil, we have Jose Ramos. Jose is a full-time MBA student at Kellogg. He found out about the opportunity. He said, I want to be involved. I want to contribute. Kin is about a new way of casting a university in the world. So we think of a university as a place where professors do research and then they tell the world the results of their research. We teach, we educate. These are all critically important roles of a university. But it seems to me there's another role, and that is curating and convening. Convening people around issues of common interest, people from all different spaces, from different sectors, backgrounds, geographies. Because we're a neutral platform. We're trusted partners as a university.
I believe delegates will walk away from Kin Catalyst with new understandings, new learnings, and new perspectives that will help them drive the industry to a new future, particularly around new ways of innovating, new ways to collaborate, and most importantly, a new scale of investment to make that happen. We're very privileged to have the backing and support of 4 fantastic sponsors: Anglo Gold Ashanti, Castrol, Vale, and Caterpillar. Without their support, this event would not have been possible. And I think all of those 4 companies share our vision and our passion around what needs to happen in the industry and the broader ecosystem.
I'm here to make a difference. We are all here to make a difference. Kin is one of those organisations that, as part of its vision, through Rob Walcott, wants to make a difference across the world. And I think those people involved in this forum are people that take that vision seriously. I'd like to be able to demonstrate to the community at large that as responsible leaders, we're doing something about making the world a better place. And the first thing is to understand how we can satisfy the demands that the world is placing on us in terms of providing natural resources. And at the moment, we haven't been up to that challenge. We have to change something. If we don't do something serious to change the model will be changed for us. And I'd like to keep the future in our hands.